Why is there, it's like there's always somebody chilling in the chat thing. I don't know how they, I've had that happen to me a lot of times where I just open up the stream manager, is it the streaming software, and there's already somebody like chilling in there. It's weird to me. Now I don't even know if George is still here or if he took off because it doesn't show that they're there. I don't know what the refresh rate on the chat, right? Viewer chat, and I don't even really know how that works. I guess it's not really something I even care about looking up, but it fluctuates. And what I find odd, what is odd to me is I will, like, I'll be doing my other streams, right? And it's like I wake up and then more viewers pop in. I don't understand that. Are they ones that are like watching and kind of come by or something? Or is there like one like a lookout person and they're like looking and then they're like, hey, he's waking up. Right? I don't know. It's kind of weird to me. Hmm. My weekend. Yes, please. Oh, how I long not to have to drive to work. Right? Uh, so a friend of mine recently contacted me. It's crazy because they're like, look, I found this place. And it's basically like a garage with a studio apartment behind it, which um, is a slightly smaller version of what I envisioned. Like if I could picture the home that I would like. Now, I drew this in the past on CAD, and I think I streamed it. I don't think it actually even exists. I might have deleted it. Um, but yeah, it's crazy. Just a workshop, but way bigger. I did that when I was in Florida for a time. I, when you're in the military, you get like a housing allowance, basically. If you don't live on base, you get a housing allowance they'll give you, and you can use that as like rent money. And it's not a lot. Like it's a very small supplemental amount for what the area is. And it was in my best interest with where I was to kind of like get a shop. So I got this shop and it was an older like dump truck repair shop, I think is what they said, which is kind of weird. I guess I don't know if it was like an old DOT hub where they used to park the vehicles or something, and then somebody might have purchased it, or anyway. So my buddy was dating this um, Thai girl, Taiwanese um, woman, and her mother owned this property. So I rented it off of her because it was like cheap as heck. It was like $300 for all of this um, square footage. Like, you can't even get that kind of square footage in a house. They want 4 times the amount. And then I converted everything. I keep saying a lot because I'm curious what's going on with the viewer thing. I converted the part of the garage into a studio apartment kind of thing. Put the plumbing in, put a dishwasher in there, like shower, toilet, sink, like bought all this stuff because I had all this extra money. And I figured, why not? I'm going to be here for a little while, so I'll go ahead and build this thing up. And that was great. Except for, like, it gets hot as heck down there. And it was an older building to where it wasn't worth really me investing insulation in it. I wish it had insulation in it, but it would get so hot. So I feel like that is where I cultured myself to sleep less hours and work more hours. Because at that point in time, I was working 3 different jobs. I would do my aerospace stuff, and then I would go help a gentleman at his business in a machine shop. And I would also do my own stuff in my garage. So it was pretty busy, which was great at that point in time because I was like early 20s. Yeah, early 20s. And I miss it. It was so much fun. Stayed away from women because that just seemed like trouble. Trouble I didn't want to be involved in. And like, I think in my mind I was always like, see, if you dump your money into inanimate objects, they never leave you. They can't. They can't just get up and walk out, right? So I just kept investing in myself, and this is the consolidated end results. I have no room on my walls. I'm actually surprised this half of the building hasn't collapsed yet because there is no space to hang anything. Um, I'd almost have to hire a crew to do this because it probably, if I had to reorganize this to another location, it would take me probably 2 weeks just to do that. I guess I could consolidate it. Organizing this amount of stuff is just so difficult because like I have everything and it's not an overage of everything, but it's stuff I know I'm going to use. So I'm not going to throw it away because a lot of stuff is worth a lot of money. Like it would make no sense to throw it away or sell it and have to rebuy it when I already have projects in my mind that I'm going to eventually use this stuff on anyway, right? Or if I'm in the process of prototyping, I can prototype with these pieces. Anyway. Someone's going to tell me the chat doesn't even work, right? Does it even work? There's one person there. I don't know if it's George still or what the freaking heck's going on. How's your day, though? Did we turn off the 10-minute thing? Because I know I had a thing on there where you had to be in chat for 10 minutes before you can actually talk, just because I got tired of these stupid little immature kids jumping in. Just messing up my thought process kind of thing-ish. It's hard to do that the way my brain works, but I try my hardest. It is one flaw that I have to work on. I do need to finish that metal rack too. Just so many little stupid things. So many things to do. But there's those. I made a lot more stuff in this process of making the solar arrays. So then I just add to my fixtures and jigs and stuff like that. And I'm the type of person when I make something that I know I could possibly repeat, I'll make fixtures. I'm not sure I can like end up cutting apart and reusing somewhere else. But this thing is too side heavy, and it annoys me because I can't set it anywhere, so I'm going to work on this today. Some people probably see me work on this thing in the past, and this was just a stainless box that somebody gave me, which I don't even know. Oh, it was, what is he? Is he Puerto Rican? Yeah. Yeah, he's Puerto Rican. And he's a buddy of mine. He found this. He's like, he's kind of poor-ish, not well off. But he stopped by. He's like, hey man, I found this thing. Can you use this? And he just give me this stuff, right? Um, and hell yeah, I can use it. This is expensive. It's all like stainless steel. I don't really know. I didn't test it and see if it was a 304, if it was 316L. It's 304. 304 is always a little more magnetic than 316L. But I put this together, and it's just so you can put a welder on it and weld in a continual pattern. Put the timer on it. We need to put a bracket on it today and see what and it just rotates. You can adjust the speed, right? Okay, you can make me a liar too. I don't know why the speed's not adjusted. That's weird. Oh, is it because it's going in that direction? But anyway. I don't know why that. Restart. It's kind of started up weird. Right? I found a lot of these electronics have definite issues. That's the timer. That kind of irritates me. I don't know why it's not actually... There's always a problem. There's always another problem every time. Right? So, what is the issue here? The speed does not actually change anymore. Did I fry something when I was welding with it? There's a good possibility. There's a very good possibility. Open that up. It's still connected. Didn't pull on that. These are... That's probably the problem, maybe. No. Let's reset that. Yo, she just takes off right away. You jerk. So something turns it on right away. Right, it shouldn't be doing that. I hate having to diagnose stuff over and over again. If it turns on right away, it's connected to the power. This. I really think it's that. I think that that's the problem. I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to put a bracket on it to mount it. Maybe I should just skip that for now. Craziness. Like clockwork. Every time I turn that freaking stream on, something breaks, and then I end up having to fix it again. That's not what I wanted to do. So inside here, I made a bracket. It's kind of like an L shape inside here. And I cut out a gear to drive it and stuff. How the heck did it actually. That is so weird. So this is tight and pulling on it. And I never fully mounted that circuit board because I didn't know where I actually wanted to put it. But I can't do this tape crap anymore, so we're going to take this and finish this up. I kind of went right from this project and was like, ooh, let's go ahead and get the metal lathe, right? And then I get sidetracked. The ADD kicks in and off we go to random wilderness of nowhere, right? This rubber pad was supposed to be up here to keep it from grounding out to the metal, so I fear that it might have actually grounded out to the metal, and that's why it doesn't do what it's supposed to do. So I tried the other day. Every once in a while I'll go back and just kind of check the audio on my videos. And I guess you can't actually zoom in unless you're full screen, or you have to be full screen to zoom in. Is that a thing? I'll never find these. I don't even know where these little zip ties are, because I cleaned up and stuff is kind of disappeared. There's no markings on it. And it doesn't smell fried. Sometimes it'll have like that electrical. If you've ever purchased electronics, usually when you get them, they'll have, I don't know what the smell is. I want to say the smell is PCB board, and PCB board's the green board that you put everything on, right? Sometimes it'll smell like that. But what the actual freaking heck? Nothing's touching. I was wondering if this one was actually touching the other one and they were just staying on continually. Speed control boards are a constant issue in my realm. Because I burned this one up. And that was my fault. 100% my fault. See, it should not kick on right away. So do we just turn the cycle down? Set. It kind of reset itself. For some reason it's 600 and it shouldn't even be that high. There's no way I put it on that high, is it? Come down. Turn the time on just to 10 seconds. See if maybe with it triggering on and off, if it does something to the other board, because it's two main components here. This is a timer, right? And the other one, this board here, is the speed control. And they work together, that way you can run cycles of parts. And it's like loading a weld robot, but without all the extra stuff. So most weld robots are CNC controlled, and you can program how you want it to weld. This, I don't need that because I'm just welding things in a circular motion. I just need to turn it on, start the arc, and weld the thing and turn it off, pull the piece back out. It does. It kind of like starts right away. We need to reduce that time. I got it down to like 120 from 600. We need to go down the rest of the way. 33, 20. Let's go down to 10 seconds. That works. I'm alright with that. Then it stops. But what is this blue number on the bottom? That's what I don't understand. Is this the percentage amount? I might have changed it by accident and didn't really want to. Let's set that as the P1. See if that'll do it then. Please. Any day now. I don't know if you have to hold. This didn't come with instructions, so you gotta sit. It's such a waste of time. And why it turns on automatically. Is that the P1? There's not, the timer doesn't even work on that setting. So I'd say that's not it. Okay, we can be a jerk. It's fine. How many numbers are there? 2? Restart. No, that setting doesn't work either. Is there like a full... Oh, hold on. We had it there. What was that? And just this blue number. Come down to like 10 or something. Come on. Too many freaking buttons. Damn these Chinese electronics, and you don't get anything with them. So annoying. So I'm gonna go back to the 0 setting on that. Maybe change that back to 0. I don't even know what the defaults are. I wonder if I can look this up and see how to program it. Now it triggered. But I got nothing. And that just adjusts the speed. This is not what I wanted to do. Frustrated. That to 1. How do you set it? I have to go through the... It's got a whole ton. This guy goes up to 5. I think I put something in where it was supposed to go. That was almost bad. Now it's just permanently on. There's no adjustability on the... I think there's something wrong with the board. There's gotta be. I don't see any diodes that are fried. Sometimes I don't trust the little chips that they... I've had issues with a lot of these electronics and these like little processor chips. Just kind of... And they show no evidence of failure. And I don't have a scope or whatever it takes to read these. I really don't want to get into electronic engineering. That's not my thing. I'm more like mechanical engineering type person. Come on, you just can't sit there and say nothing. Does chat not work? Oh, you know what? It did have some weird update again, which probably screwed me. I feel like that's a thing. Always on the weekend, right? Always on the weekend, and it just screws me so I can't even do anything the whole weekend. I hate it. I really hate it. So, now I have to reference it myself. Because I got two people that don't say nothing, so I don't even... Oh, there it goes now. So I guess it does work. Hey, what's up? Chat does work, kind of. This. I didn't think I was gonna... What did I do last? I did weld on it, and it was pretty high on the amperage. So I don't know if it actually arced and fried that board or not. Maybe I should just disable that. Take that out of the equation. But the speed control is here, so the speed control is definitely dead. Clockwise, counterclockwise, right? The one light lights up for one way. The other light lights up for the other way. No, it doesn't. It won't light that one up, so it can't even go the opposite. Okay. What is that? Now we got it. We go forward and backward, but we have no speed control. And the speed control goes over here, hits that, goes down the back side. That one's the ground side, that's positive side, and goes to these little tiny fuses, little itty bitty fuses. What's up, Salvo? How's your day? You getting in anything cool? Yeah. Oh, thank you. I need to find my scope. I don't know where it is. I don't know where I used it last. What I would have put it on. I usually put it back in here. But it is no longer there, which means it is vanished. It is gone. This is not really even gonna do what I wanted to do. I'm kind of just, my brain, my head has been spinning so much lately. I can't think straight. It's crazy, dude. It's so crazy. Let's unplug that because I really don't feel like getting cracked. Maybe, but it just pissed me off. I've been cracked with some pretty high voltage. See, there ain't nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that one either. This stuff is so finicky. Super finicky. And I don't know if you have to, I feel like these chips have to be like programmed, right? I would think so. That they're programmed and then placed on the board, or maybe not. Maybe there's, I don't know how they actually work. I've never done that research. I know how all the other little capacitors, diodes, resistors and stuff like that work, but these I've never really looked in to see how they actually function. If this is clockwise, this is counterclockwise. Make sure everything's on. Make sure everything's where it's supposed to be. It's funny that this whole thing runs on a phone charger though, right? It's crazy. It just 12 volts. That's all it takes to rotate this whole thing. And I put a big chunk of weight on this. So the gear ratio is good on it. Just the electronics are not. Is there a reset button on this? That'd be great. I would love that. I feel like there's not. Probably should check this board and see if the issue's in that. Okay, so there's no variable resistance on that. Let's take that off. See what happens. Still functions. I don't have another one of these to test it and see if the issue is in there, but we can probably leave it on, put a multimeter on it, and see if I'm getting voltage across it. Come on. I'm so afraid it's gonna go in the gear and just. And you know what? If you go in the gear and cut the wire, then it's what it's supposed to be. I don't even care. It did it. It did exactly what I said. That is some crazy shit right now. I'm losing my mind. I saw it before it happened. And it still happened. Because I let it happen. Because I just gave up. That is some shit, man. That is some real crazy stuff right now. I don't even know if I can. I would have to flip the switch and go in reverse. I did bring it to a complete halt. What the hell? I think it cut the wire. Maybe, I don't even know. I just can't right now. Yep, my head is definitely not where it should be. I don't see a visual, like a cut though. Kinda. It's such a stretch. It had to have. It definitely broke that wire. Yo, I called that like moments before it happened. And not long enough to react to it. It's crazy. I see it. I choose just not to do anything about it. Right? I don't like how that just like flickers and stays on. Alright, that's not what we're doing today. Because now I'm just going to order a board. I'm not messing with it. It's not worth my time and effort at the moment. We can do that later. I don't even know why I put stuff on there, because when I put stuff up there, it never happens. Oh, come on, Amazon. Send me a new board. I gotta order it now. Freaking jerk. That is so frustrating. In these things I've learned to deal with issues. Like, just let them kind of, I don't really get upset about, like, not violently upset about things anymore. Learn to just kind of go with the flow a little bit, not to be worried about it. I knew what needed to be done. I should have stopped and just ordered a new board. But I felt compelled to continue because that is what I put as the caption name of the stream. So now It's just it's so weird. So weird. I know I ordered it, so it should be in my list of things. I don't know how long ago I ordered that, like 2 or 3 months. Checking minute. Where is it? DC speed controller. That was that one. Oh man. Well, on the positive side, I didn't really need it at this point in time. So it was just something I thought I'd tinker with. I was trying to like clear my mind and just lose myself in my work a little bit. Not go down an endless downward spiral. How do you find the history of what you ordered? Track and manage orders? Or buy again? Let's go to buy again. It looks like it's faster. But come on, dude. Now I know this phone listens to me, but it didn't actually bring up that to the top of the list. It's kind of stupid. Right? So now I'm going to waste time sitting here looking through it. But they'll listen to other stuff, right? Clearly this is a sale that you'd want to be listening to. And there it is. It's only $9, man. That's one. It's only $9. Oh my gosh, that would have saved me so much headache. Now I've got to pull the DC motor out and I need to test the motor and make sure that the wiring's not damaged. If the wiring's damaged, then I gotta actually take the motor apart and do that. Well, I just don't want to touch it now. I'm just so angry with it. I don't want to touch it. Nope, we're not touching it. We'll do something else. I'll put on the coolant sprayer thing. Next. Moving on. Not touching it. I don't care. Don't care. Not today, Satan. Not today. To this thing. Did I bring my caliper out? Maybe. Maybe not. Here. Two hundred thousandths. The separation of what? That's an odd number to separate it. That is a very odd number. It's not even like 850. What? This must have been undersized. I feel like this was a bar that just wasn't. Yeah. It was probably meant to be 7/8, right? But because the bar was never the right size to begin with, they clearly went off of the outside holes to get their dimension instead of drilling. Okay. I wish I would have thought about putting this. I could have just made it on this thing and not had any issues. This actually worked out really well for the amount of money that I invested into it. The conversion of the CNC on the lathe. It's well worth the money. It was fun when I got it. Doing the machining by hand, but also frustrating because the finish is very hard to achieve. Symmetry, right? I always feel like somebody's screwing with stuff when nobody talks. That's just my realm of things. I've had so many bad things happen, I can't actually not think about stuff too much. Full circle. My head's stuck. Like in freaking Daydream Land. Weirdly. If I would have left a little more meat on that one, that would have turned out better. But I don't care about that. Right there would be better, I think. I think it's no, because I can crash it into there. It actually has to come back further. Can I mount it on this? Can it reach? Not really. Kind of. Might be doable. I feel better about that. The handle's gonna be possibly in the way. Possibly in the way? Put so many additional things on this compared to what it was. I totally modified this to a really nice point now. That would work there. Just don't know if I'm comfy with the control of it here because this control, it should be okay. I have clearance and I can make an adjustment here on this side. Yeah. I think that's going to work just fine. So, there's a tube here. Basically, it's a square tube about an inch and a half by inch and a half, I think. And I now have to completely rename the stream and go to something different. And I did say I was going to do this before I went to bed. And somehow I went right back to doing this. Come on. Oh, I didn't even order it. I brought it up and I didn't order it. Let's complete that task. Then we'll get sidetracked on the coolant thing. I gotta just go through all of them again. I swear I paid more than that for it, though. Thought I paid 20 bucks for it. It's definitely not worth 20 bucks. If I popped it that easy. Um, 10, 12, and 24 volts. By now, Come on. By Vancouver sun. Hmm. Does Vancouver even have sun? Actually, I had ECU upgrade for a BMW that I built for a customer. And that all those electronics were out in Vancouver too. Pretty sure. Come on. Purchase two. Yeah. Purchase twice. Don't know if it completed it though. Arriving Monday. You're a jerk. Alright, that one's done. Next task. Center punch. Drill and mount. Where did I put the drill? I think that's in the house. So we need to find the right size to put in this hole here. That's what she said. We need a hammer. And I want to be close enough, but not too close. That will work. Right there, just like that. These are nice. And we're only going to do one, because if I do two, I risk the chance of putting it in like a misalignment. So we're going to do one, drill it, tap it, put a bolt in it that I probably don't have either. I think I got one inside. One person? Hello, one person. How's your day? Hardware for this. Picked up. I don't even know. I know I seen it and I actually just cleaned my room, and when I did that, it really disrupted everything too. I can't even. Should be in this box. Oh, that sounds about right. Sounds promising. Yes, it does. How long is it? That'll work. Now we just gotta hope we have a tap for it. Thank you. Good to go. Need 30 seconds tap. That's probably a tap I don't have. When it comes to standard stuff, I'm not really a standard tap person. All my vehicles use metric threads, except for this frickin' dinosaur. So, I think I probably bought one now. Oh my gosh, it's so small. That's an M5. Maybe it's this one. This one looks like one of those Lowe's, because I know I had to go to Lowe's to purchase this. But the problem with Lowe's taps And I think they're an Irwin brand. So they have a weird gold sheen to them, and it is so hard to read the numbers. Like, you can't read the numbers. LM3? Yo, it's so small. It's gotta be. That's not it. Yeah, 100% is not the right one. I have one mini one that I rarely use that I think I've tucked in here. Somewhere. Is that it? Oh, I can't tell what that number is. Looks like 8:30 seconds. Hell yes. That's right. That's right. This was 8:30 seconds. Now we're talking. Keep pushing. Drill. I didn't leave that outside, did I? Maybe. Nope. Yep. Totally did. But it still works. Right? Still works. That is fine with me. Alright. I do like that they supply the drill bit with these Irwin things, although it is a hit or miss sometimes whether or not they last, I think. I'm glad this drill has a freaking light on it because I can't see. It's dark over here. It's such a tiny drill bit, we gotta make sure we're super straight on or we'll break the drill bit. These are so hard when they go, like, when they go through, you run the risk of just folding the drill bit in half because it's such a small drill bit, and that's not even as small as it goes. I have some that go down like 20 thousandths that you have to put in the machine, otherwise you will break it. There's no way you can. It's so much muscle control to be able to not when it actually bites through to not lose it. This is what I said I was doing before I went to sleep, so this is what we're doing. Put a little bit of cutting oil on it. Really, I don't think I need it, but I'll do it anyway. And just thread this in here. And kind of just work it in like back and forth real slow. Just a little more each time. And eventually it will penetrate the rest of the way through the tube. It's just so tiny. So when I tap something this small with this tiny tap, I watch the tap, make sure it doesn't flex too much. It kind of shows me how much resistance I have on it. Come on. There we go. It's a little tight, but it is going. There we go. Glides right in. Piece of cake. Okay. Bring this back out. I don't have a countersink that small, or I would have countersink, kissed it with a countersink first. Too little, too late. I hate this tap holder. I hate this tap holder. It's the only one I have that's not in the case that I have to unpack. But it is so worn out to the point that you only get a few turns in and then it starts to loosen up. That definitely needs thrown away. We need to chuck that right in the bin. Phillips said. Grab my favorite screwdriver. I'm so upset that it broke. Get out of the way, handle. Come on. That is the right size, right? I swear to. I just don't think it's going in. Unless the tap I put in there was not. No. It says 6:30 seconds. I couldn't see it because the package is torn right on that number. So this is actually an accept down. Oh, total letdown, dude. Come on. I knew I didn't have that one. My gut told me I didn't have it. So do we have a comparable metric one? Because I've only got like 16th of an inch. It's in a gray case. Where is that gray case? It's not life-threatening. I don't really care. Oh, it doesn't go that small. Turn it. Gotta have one that's close. I think if we lightly hit it with this one, that was the 5 mil. I should be able to, I don't know what the 5 mil drill is. 5 mil. 0.8. This is a metric drill, 0.165. 0.165. This is how everything gets out. Gets everywhere. One, 6, 5. One, 6, 5. Close to like a 166 is 19. A 19. I'm missing it. This doesn't exist. Okay, we're gonna do this. I don't care. Putting a hole in this freaking thing. Oh, kind of leaned sideways, so that probably made it a little thousandth or two larger anyway. In the process, let's put you back before I lose stuff. Got 1,000 things out. It was cleaned now. This handle. Cut it a little bit. See if I can get that to go in. I think it's kind of a longer one. I like where it sits though. I think that it's manageable. Let me do something with this handle that I modified. Or go back to the straight handle. I think I just need to take some of the bend off. I need to put the other one. It's not really... What is the next size up? Because this is kind of sloppy in the actual unit. I don't know. Tap size, drill size. 830 seconds. Or what? 832. Close to 1/8 of an inch. Next one would be 1024. Okay. I'm gonna go. I don't want to buy a whole freaking tap to do that. Something that I don't have either. I never use 1032 for anything. Guess eventually I'll need it though. Heck yeah. Oil goes in there, so it shouldn't have any risk of leakage, like spraying on the electronics here. I actually like that angle better. It kind of gets the lines this way. This isn't as fun, right? Honestly, I prefer video chat, because at least there's somebody you can interact with and talk to. This is boring as heck, because nobody says anything. It doesn't interest me at all. I still don't understand. Alright, since no one's talking, I'm leaving. It's no point, right?